Discovering the Deeper Aspects of the Tao. A complete chapter-by-chapter exploration by Ryan Franklin. The Tao Te Ching teaches that the way which can be fixed into a single path is not the eternal way. Use no way as way. We took that teaching seriously. Rather than presenting one interpretation and calling it correct, we examine every chapter through 4 classical lenses: philosophy, cultivation, Zen, and martial arts, because Laozi himself warned us against clinging to one perspective. Each lens reveals truths the others cannot see. Together, they uncover possibilities that no single reading ever could. This is the Tao Te Ching. Read the way it asks to be read, with an open mind, from every angle, holding nothing fixed. Wang Bi, the brilliant young philosopher of the 3rd century, reads each verse as revealing the deep structure of reality. The relationship between being and non-being, form and emptiness. Heshang Gong, the hermit by the river, reads the same words as a manual for inner cultivation. Breath, energy, meditation, and the transformation of the self. Chan Buddhism was born from the meeting of Indian meditation and Taoist insight. Its founders studied the Tao Te Ching deeply, and recognized in it the same truths they had discovered through sitting. Chan strips away commentary to ask, what is this verse pointing to, right now, before you think about it? The internal martial arts, Tai Chi, Bagua, Xingyi, are the Tao Te Ching made physical. They were created by Taoist practitioners who took Laozi's words literally. The soft overcomes the hard, the yielding overcomes the forceful. Every verse is read through the body. Neither Chan nor martial arts is foreign to this text. They are what happens when different traditions take the Tao seriously and follow where it leads. There was something formless, complete, born before heaven and earth, silent and boundless. It stands alone and does not change. It circulates everywhere and never tires. It can be called the mother of all under heaven. I do not know its name. I call it Tao. Forced to name it, I call it great. Great means departing. Departing means far. Far means returning. Therefore, the Tao is great. Heaven is great, earth is great. And human beings are also great. Within the realm there are 4 greats. And human beings are one of them. Human beings follow earth. Earth follows heaven. Heaven follows the Tao. The Tao follows its own nature. Formless and complete, chaos that is not disorder but pre-order, totality. Born before heaven and earth, prior in being, not time. Silent and boundless, the Tao's quality, pregnant emptiness. Stands alone, self-sufficient, dependent on nothing. Wang Bi, philosophical. This is not human arrogance but recognition of what humans can become. The human who follows earth, who follows heaven, who follows the Tao, participates in the Tao's own nature. The sage ruler who governs according to these principles shares in the Tao's inexhaustibility. The Tao follows its own nature. Wang Bi sees this as the ultimate teaching. There is no standard external to nature. The Tao does not obey rules, it is what rules describe. To follow the Tao is not to submit to external authority but to discover and embody what one's own nature already is. Heshang Gong, cultivation. Silent and boundless, this describes the quality of deep stillness, not empty but pregnant, not absent but full of what has not yet manifested. The center in its original stillness mirrors this cosmic condition. Cultivation returns the practitioner to this state consciously. Circulates everywhere and never tires, this describes qi in its primordial mode. Before it becomes this energy or that energy, before it circulates through these channels or those organs, it moves everywhere without depletion. Bodhidharma Chan, Zen. I do not know its name. Chan celebrates this not knowing. The Tao cannot be named because naming creates a distinction between namer and named. The Tao is what the namer is. If forced to give it a name, any name is violence, a temporary convenience that must be immediately abandoned. The Tao follows its own nature. This is the teaching of spontaneous Buddha action. The awakened one does not follow precepts externally. The awakened one's nature is such that action naturally accords with what precepts describe. Internal martial arts. Power comes from the ground, the legs must sink, the stance must root, the connection to earth must be unbreakable. Earth follows heaven, the rooted body must be aligned with structural principles, with the vertical axis, with the laws that govern all physical movement. Heaven follows the Tao, even structural perfection follows something deeper, the spontaneous rightness that cannot be codified but only embodied. The master's movement follows its own nature. He does not decide what to do. The right action emerges because his nature has become such that nothing wrong can emerge. Discovering the Deeper Aspects of the Tao, by Ryan Franklin. Both volumes are available on Amazon and free on Kindle Unlimited. Links in the description. Watch the complete chapter-by-chapter deep dive. The full 2-hour 22-minute movie is available on the channel. Link in the description.